All right. So how much do we have? Not sure how much I'm going to need. So 20, 40, 54. That sounds like a lot until I realize I'm going to try to do like this. Then it's not a lot. Hmm. Hmm. All right. I assume installation is going to be similar. Install hull. Do you have to pick the style that you know you have on hand? Hmm. Mobile Space Systems Orange Way. Floor B. Those two are any and any, huh? So if you want to get color coordinated, you can pick your specifics. Floor B, Mobile Space Systems Light. Oh boy. Does it actually do it in a 3x3 grid? Or is this just centering? It's probably just centering. Hmm. That's a lot of floor. That's a lot more than I already picked up. So, next question, is it going to know to use the items on the dolly? And am I going to need to punch a hole in my ship? Or do I go and remove a wall over here? All right, so O2 battery check, condition of gear check. I'm not sure which tools we're going to be using, but 58%, 91%, and 80%. All right, let's see what happens. Well, that doesn't look promising. What the? Okay. But adding tasks to his queue. Then, oh, okay, so he has to do the task addition. I didn't see him deliver flooring here like it shows him doing there. I guess there's a lot of different colors going on here. We got yellow, orange, and red. I assume yellow for the plans, red for, well, now they're going, I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. Uh-oh. Let's see. Are we already out? Installing what he can, huh? No, he's just doing general repairs on the ship. Placeholder. Unable to comply. Items required. Disallow repair, huh? Do I need to fill in the corners? I feel like I need to fill in the corners. I don't remember seeing corners like that on anything. Seems like it's in a loop, just redoing whatever it's doing there over and over again. Assuming I'm out of floors. Yeah, missing items. All right. If I wanted to keep this, but then also tear more floors out up here. So he did empty the cart. Man, I really wish you could get better visibility. This super dim corridors just bugs me. Gee, I guess we'll make part of our ship pink. Hmm. Okay, back to zones. I want to destroy that zone. Let's make it here. Hmm. At least we won't need nearly as many walls. Depending on how I divide up the interior, I guess. Dirty and drowsy. Whoa. What you doing? Holy crap. No, no, no. Don't do that. Stop. What you doing, buddy? Oh, helps if I hit the auto task button. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not working the way I want. He's hauling them all the way down here and installing them one by one instead of putting them here where I want them so I can put them on the cart. So I'd basically have to cancel all this in order to get this to work right, it seems like. Disallow disembark. He probably will still just grab it from here and then float down and put it in without actually disembarking. Well, does the not disembark mean from this ship or from my ship? I'm not sure what it's going to actually do. Let's find out. No disembarking. Get back up here first. Now, what are you going to do? Now he's just going to sit there and do nothing. Yeah, he'll do nothing. Oh, see, yeah, he like puts it in the stockpile there and then immediately grabs it up again and takes it all the way back down. This is terrible. I think it's faster if I just wipe this out and then put it back. Thank you. Super long distances to get these couple outside the hull. Should have just popped a hole in the hull too. Fine, go get it. Okay, time to manually shift some things onto the dolly. Junk cluttering up my loading zone. All right, let's see how much closer that gets us. Again, getting so much steadier. Okay. No. Install. Oh. Well, there we go. I'll do that next time. I thought I had told him to drop the dolly. Uh-oh. You're kidding me. That's as far as I made it with what we had up there? Holy crap. This takes so much. Oh my. I love that he's towing a dolly that can hold 50 of these things, and he's going back and forth for one piece at a time. Seems like we're missing some efficiency logic in there. Yeah, this is just the first expansion. Mainly, this is just me learning the process and figuring out the efficiencies, so it'll go faster now that I've got some idea of how it works and how to prep for it. We're down to 34 and 31 on our O2 and battery. I haven't checked my tools. See where they're at for charge. I think it could probably be done at a fairly reasonable time if you've got the right tools and such. I do enjoy the aspect of being able to build stuff like this. Reminds me a lot of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, just more automation features to get it done. Whoops. Alright, so we ran out. I like using this view so I can kind of see the layout and see where it's going to be easier for me to grab flooring from. I think we'll come in here and we'll grab like this central square here. This time I'll just... I wish if I had him towing the cart, I wish he would load the cart while he was uninstalling. He doesn't seem to do that. This cart seems to be very manual, other than that part right there, where he was pulling from the cart he was dragging. But I'm not sure I can come up with a good way of getting him to use the cart for picking stuff up and putting it on the cart. It always seems to do just one and one and one and one. Oh yeah, now I got to get rid of this stuff again. Okay, so let's see. I just need a clean spot that I can have him unload things. Actually, I think that'll about do it. Hmm. 33.28. 43 and falling fast. Apparently we're not using the welder much. It's all the angle grinder. All right. Where are you going? He does some weird side trips sometimes. Just too far, apparently. All right, got some wacky color combos, but that's fine for now. Let's cancel all of these. Can't cancel it that way, huh? I want to go through tasks. That installs. Battery at 15%. Let's deal with you, piece of floor. You're looking kind of interesting. It's kind of freaking me out. Get rid of that. Settle down. Might have to go get 3 more pink. Yeah, if I get 3 more pink, 4 more pink, I can almost make this kind of match. Do we still have pink floor up there? I think we might have grabbed it all. Maybe there's some under the walls. There's some pink floor. Okay. Black. No, I want pink in that spot. All right, that looks fairly consistent. I just got this one section of deck that doesn't match this. I'm not too worried about that. Otherwise, it's fine. We got a bunch of floor tiles on this thing still. What do I do with these things? It's a fairly substantial stack. This side looks a little weird compared to this side. Guess I could run floor spaces up that way. How do the walls actually work? So the walls are a full 4 boards thickness. But what's the deal with this wall? Conduit wall? Huh. Tetsudo 44 series versus Tetsudo 44 series. Why does this one look weird? How are they the same wall? Just a lighting issue? Oh, I see. Yeah, it actually does go out all the way. I just couldn't see it because it's kind of black. All right. Never mind then. I put a light out there, I'd be able to tell. Okay, so it is actually equal. So that's fine. Yeah, I like that. That came out just fine. Now that I've kind of figured out the process, I can get this done a lot faster in the future. So now it's just continue the wall all the way around, get conduit put in. Once those two things are done, I could punch a door, pressurize it. I'm not sure how I'm going to rearrange the internal geometry, though. I'm going to have to give that some thought. So next step will be just to go chop out walls and get those installed. Same with conduit, which won't take too long. A lot less space is involved than the huge flooring install. That will get us a nice bullet-shaped ship. Yeah. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this interior volume. I'd like to get it like a day cabin spot where I can put a bed and a treadmill and a sink and a toilet and all that kind of stuff. Plus we need a battery room, gas canisters, fuel room, all that stuff. That might have to come later with some extensions. Time for another save. What are we up to? NS8? All right, so I'm going to save the rest of getting this finished up for next time. That's going to be it. I'm coming up on 8.5 hours without a break. Need to get out of this chair. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm still having a great deal of fun. Still lots of stuff to learn, figure out, and do more efficiencies to work out. And ship design. The ship design's cool. So now that I got some kind of an idea how it works, we might do a little bit earlier ship design or redesign stuff because it doesn't really cost anything other than, you know, the battery power and fuel while you're sitting down here. So yeah, I'll probably do some of that in the future. Get more room in this kind of a ship. But that'll be